Arctic winds howling, frost biting at his skin. Ranger Nathan Harris didn't expect his usual patrol to turn into a life-or-death encounter with a poacher's trap and a wild predator with an incredible memory. It started on a brutal winter morning in the Arctic wilderness. Nathan heard a cry cutting through the icy wind. Following the sound, he stumbled upon a horrifying sight. A polar bear cub trapped in a deep, poacher-dug ice pit, and the mother bear ensnared in a steel net nearby. The cub was weakening fast from the cold, while the mother struggled helplessly, her paw injured from the cables. Nathan sprang into action, knowing the cub's condition was critical. With climbing gear, he attempted a rescue, but his hands trembled in the intense cold. Time was running out. The cub's cries grew faint, and to make matters worse, the distant hum of snowmobiles signaled the poacher's return. Finally, after 2 failed attempts, Nathan managed to secure the cub with a rope. Carefully, he hoisted the little bear to safety, wrapped it in a thermal blanket, and hid it behind a snowbank. He turned his attention to the mother, whose paw was bleeding from the tightening steel cables. The lock on the net was expertly designed, but Nathan's determination pushed him to work faster. With the poachers closing in, he managed to unlock the final mechanism. The mother bear stood tall, her massive form intimidating the armed poachers who had just arrived. Seizing the chaos, Nathan disappeared into the blizzard. The mother bear, now free, chased off the poachers and found her cub. Nathan watched from a distance as the reunited pair disappeared into the snowy expanse. For months after the rescue, Nathan noticed strange snowmobile tracks near his patrol routes. One fateful day, the poachers cornered him in the wilderness. Armed and furious, they tied Nathan up and led him deeper into the reserve. The freezing cold, combined with the poachers' hostility, made escape seem impossible. But then, through the howling blizzard, came a sound, a low growl. A massive white figure emerged, the same mother bear Nathan had saved months earlier. Positioning herself between Nathan and the armed poachers, the bear didn't attack outright, but stood as a formidable guardian. The poachers hesitated, their fear growing. One panicked and raised his rifle, but the bear's powerful growl sent them fleeing into the storm. With the poachers gone, the bear turned her attention to Nathan, who was still tied up. What happened next stunned him. The bear carefully chewed through the ropes, binding his hands. Her immense jaws worked with surprising precision, freeing him without causing harm. Nathan whispered a quiet, "Thank you," and the bear seemed to acknowledge him with a gentle tilt of her head. Then she turned and vanished into the tundra, leaving behind only her paw prints and an unforgettable memory. This extraordinary story highlights the unique bond formed between man and nature. In the frozen heart of the Arctic, a wild predator known for its ferocity had shown gratitude, intelligence, and compassion. Subscribe for more incredible wildlife stories and tales of survival in the wild.